keep forgetting to put my bum pouch on that's got my selfie stick in it, so I'm hon-hodding. I was thinking about the writing scenario that I mentioned in my morning pages last week, which then inspired me to go and make a video. And I didn't really talk about the writing thing, which was particularly the letter writing that I used to do when I was drunk. And so let me tell you the story about coming back from Odessa. So I spent a year as a student in Odessa learning Russian and practicing Russian and just being immersed in the culture. And at that time I'd fallen in love with someone, a fellow student, and it caused all kinds of heartache and all that, angst and low self-esteem. There was rejection involved. Let's just leave it there. But that was kind of where I started really cultivating the idea of drinking alone, drinking vodka alone. Vodka, which is what I used to do, sitting in my room in Zhukovskova Street with half litres of vodka that would cost you about 50 pence. So by the time I got back to Scotland, I was already quite used to sitting on my own with music playing and drinking. And I used to study. That's how I would study, sitting at my desk in Odessa. I've got a photograph that I keep as a reminder of those times, as a warning, I think, really, rather than a reminder of what my life was like then. But anyway, so when I got back to Scotland, I used to get my dad's Jim Beam, or maybe I used to buy my own, I can't even remember. My dad was very fond of Jim Beam bourbon, and so I took to it as well. And I used to sit in my room with a bottle of Jim Beam and ice, which I can still taste now that I'm thinking about it. I was very fond of that drink. But I used to drink a shit ton of it, sit and write letters. And I would write letters to this girl who caused the heartache, and then force myself to go and post them, because I knew that come morning time I wouldn't want to post it. So I would make myself go to the post box before I went to sleep. And I'd quite like to see some of those letters again, but at the same time I also wouldn't, because I bet they're really cringeworthy. But I think the point I'm making is that when I was in the throes of drunkenness, my fear of human connection would disappear, and then that human connection desire would come out through writing, sometimes phone calls as well. That's another thing that I used to do. But because I was drunk, obviously my head was warped and ideas and thoughts were not coherent, and I would delve too deep, give too much away. And that pattern kind of continued actually into my marriage. And my wife would say that the only time I really opened up to her was, where's this path by the way? Was when I was drinking, and she hated that. She really hated that, and I get it. Why would I save that desire for when I'm drunk? And now in sobriety, I'm aware, I'm becoming more aware that this desire for human connection is a real thing. It's something I experience, which is good to learn about, because I wasn't aware of that really, particularly as a recovering alcoholic, until relatively recently. But now that I know that, I can try and find other ways. And so I think that's partly why I do this. This is why I jump on YouTube and why I make videos and talk at length about thoughts that are in my head. But as I do it now, I'm not not drunk. So I'm not saying that what I'm saying is coherent, but it's certainly less incoherent than it was when I was writing letters while I was drunk. So that's a good thing, isn't it? And now I've got some continuity with this, that I explore these ideas on videos and in my morning pages, in my writing. I'm becoming aware that there's continuity, and so my thoughts and ideas will evolve, hopefully, begin to change and get closer to the truth. So, yeah, I don't really like write letters anymore. I do have meaningful conversations with a select few people, but not very often. So all I've really got is this. And I think conversations with others, with trusted friends, would be a really valuable thing. Maybe that'll come. Who knows? So, that's all I wanted to say today. Hope you have a great day. I'll speak to you later. Bye.